Now I've been in New York.
A new era begins today.
And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This is Isaiah Crowell, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. It's Sylvester Williams there to bring him down.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
All right, here we go.
Now here's McCarron on 3rd. A dump off for Davis. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now Brown. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. That can be a downside of putting together a team in Draft Champions Week 1. It's early. You might have some of these mistakes.
You're exactly right, because it does take time to build chemistry, trust, right, understanding where guys are going to be. And I think that's what led to the interception. They just don't know each other well enough yet. That should build up as the season goes on.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down.
How about the timing on that one? Well, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands so they can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And 4th down coming up.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. With it is Brown. Oh, he slipped right by him. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Here's the Cardinals defense as they head out to set up shop. They got a little steam following the interception the last time they were out there, Charles.
And they wanted to keep that going now because once you get one, he wanted to multiply and turn into a bunch more. And right now, they're putting up their version of a no-fly zone.
No-fly zone. I like that. We had a flyover before the game.
Yeah, but this time they would intercept it. Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Given 2 yards on that one, 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.T. Thomas in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Here's 3rd and goal now, back at the 11.
Well, this defensive unit certainly picked a great time to make a stand. Back-to-back sacks, starting with 1st and goal. I have to believe that they'll continue to bring the pressure on 3rd down.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll come out in the pistol. Prescott to throw it. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Crowell. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side. We step aside. And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Now Davis. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No sit. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team. Automatic 1st down.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Now bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Joe Parker, they went empty set then. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
A.J. McCarron looking to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down. Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the left hash, this from 37.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board. But the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the deep...
And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And last time they coughed it up. led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Forced out to his left. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Tim Brown, the intended target. Third down here.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Come on, not fair.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Henry takes a direct snap. Spinning past him. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. With 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And that formation won't yield much here as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Direct snap. This is Henry. He juked him. Had some room to work. The 20. Cut back to the left. Touchdown, Carolina. Derrick Henry, 47 yards. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, it's Knile Davis. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Cecil Shorts. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And he's able to put it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days,
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Over the middle, he's got Tim Brown. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jason Jones able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Henry, the lone man in the backfield. To throw is Prescott. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And quickly, they get to the line. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll be a Carolina first. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Ten yards still left on second down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Prescott yet again. Steps away. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
It's not like...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. Another pistol look here. Final play of the half, Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside. Now, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get him right to quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Rolling to his left. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They come up in an offset eye. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Here we go!
A second down throw for Prescott. He's got Fuller. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be second and goal.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And the Panthers in for the score. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Here's Prescott. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. We get a look at the Carolina defense as they work their way into position. Obviously a close game from the defensive standpoint. Maybe don't want to blow it too much out of proportion, but how important is this drive?
I think it's huge for them because they've got to find a way to help out their offense, whether it's doing it themselves, taking the ball away and scoring, or setting their offense up in a good position to give them a chance to fully be back in this game.
Sometimes that defense triggers the offense. We'll see. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And an alley to run. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 40 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. And this one complete to Marcus Wheaton. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. Now here's McCarron again. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll come out in the pistol. McCarron to throw once more. And that's caught by Tammy. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Jacob Tammy from 19 yards away. So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for 2. And that score gives us our 6th lead change of the game.
Are we back on the playground on the seesaw?
A little seesaw battle, yeah.
Up and down, up and down. What a game we've watched here.
It's been fun. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, and that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Cardinals now heading out to defend. And in a tight ball game like this, the defense looking for a stop. You kind of, whether you're the offense or the defense, you don't want to be the one to screw this thing up.
No, not at all. And right now, you've got to figure that the offense is thinking to themselves, if you just get us the ball, we'll make things happen for you. Just help us out a little bit. And that's what the defense has to have in mind as they try it out here for this series.
Yeah, right now the offense on the sideline. Can the defense do it? That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Carolina. 54 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
On the move to his left. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
An extra DB added here for the Cards on third.
Blitzer play coverage.
Prescott, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. Time running out here on the play clock. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. That's complete right around the 8. Marvin Lewis tries for it, but comes up empty. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But fourth down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
McCarron from the gun on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way.
All right, zero rooting interest in it, but that one hurt.
Well, yeah, you're losing in the 4th quarter. A bad time for a fumble on a punt return.
They had an opportunity. All right, they were sensing. They're down on the scoreboard, and now they just gave that one up.
Here we go.
They begin with a run by Crowell. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll run it again with Crowell. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Tim Brown in the final minute. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th.
So many practices we've watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Panthers defense gearing up as they take the field. And they'll see if they can get one final stop with this crowd behind them.
And let's face it, as much as we want to say it's all about the guys on the field, they can get some help right here from the home crowd. And they're going to try their best to get them motivated, get them involved. But they're going to need to make a play or two in order to keep them in that spot.
The crowd's making some noise now. He's back to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Marcus Wheaton was the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down. He pulled it in. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
They'll look to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. He was trying to get it to Cecil Shorts that time, and it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here's Prescott, escaping the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. We're going into the final play of this game.
Show me what you like. Hey, I put money, I can match it for ya. I'm in this all white fit, looking like a brick and all them zippers on a jacket on ya. He got a thing for a Latin. He wanna hear a little Spanish in it. I told him it ain't to practice it. I'm about to fill you up with Spanish. Rock up with the click and I ain't looking like the side in this. I'm the opposite cause I'm the main event in boxing and it has the time been ticking. I've been out here playing my position. I'm about to get it now. Ain't no one about to block a hit cause someday I'm gonna someone tell me I'm somewhere doing alright. Somewhere, somebody there, someone is somebody there. One day will be the love of my life, but not tonight though. Hey, I'm only here for a minute. Bet you want a girl to keep it independent, and I know you gotta like a girl that's this appealing. Get you caught up in the moment, then I'll get you in your feelings. Tell your boys that you gon' meet them later on. Both of us are so taxi, leave the meter on. First time you out in Cali, never tried no this strong, so you gon' have some stories to tell when you take it back home and tell them one time, Snowy always showed you what.
1 win in the bank. How many more to come? I'm Larry Ridley.
Two teams here amped and ready for football, and off we go in week 2 of Draft Champions. That'll be taken in the end zone. Muscles him off. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Reggie Nelson, the free safety, in on the stop.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now here's McCarron on 3rd. Out left here, it's complete to Wheaton. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. On 2nd down, here's McCarron. Wheaton's got it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Charles, on the slant, you always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it in the exact perfect spot, right to the upfield shoulder of the receiver, and he used his body to keep the defender away.
Completes this one to Cecil Shorts. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 14 there. And the Lions are going to have a first.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
On 1st and 10, here's Agent. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sean Weatherspoon in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now McCarron throwing on 2nd. His throw incomplete. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. On 3rd and long, it's McCarron. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Dancing to his left. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 17 that time. And that leads to a Carolina first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 15 more, and it's another first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Prescott eluding the pressure right. He hops over him.
That's why you stretch.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Dak Prescott, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scored.
Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Fielded about a yard deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Here's the Panthers defense as they get set to go again. And they got to be feeling good about forcing that long missed field goal the last go around.
And you know what upsets a kicker more than anything? Is missing a kick they think they can make and feeling like the other side believes that they had something to do with it. And it doesn't matter to those guys on defense. I know. They're taking full credit. Yep, we forced him into the miss, and they're going to ride that confidence the rest of the way. We'll see if the kicker's able to get his confidence back as well.
Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. This is brought in at the 21. Oh, little 360. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Panthers coming out now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there on the keeper. 34 yards. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Joseph Fourier, 32 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Defense.
So a little jumpy there defensively. Ref caught him in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. McCarron on first down. And it's complete to Jacob Tamme. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Jacob Tamme, 61 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. 2nd down following the incompletion. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Out left side here to Bryant. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it. Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, what we just saw there is something we hear from coaches throughout the league. How are you going to defend what they call the moment of truth ball, meaning a 50-50? The ball's in the air, defenders there, receivers there. Who's going to make a play on the football? And in this case, the defensive guys actually got it done and knocked it away. There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And some room to maneuver. And this is scooped up by the Lions. Past the 20, 10, and into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
This is taken at the 3. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They'll come out in the pistol. Prescott on first down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
After the INT, it's McCarron. And Tammy with it over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And they're going to speed things up here. McCarron to throw on second down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now here's McCarron on third. And that is incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. Now fourth down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be taken at the 13. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. The Lions defense marching back onto the field now. They've certainly got something to build off of. They had the interception last time out.
And now they have to just make sure they're cognizant of not trying too hard for interceptions. Once you get one, it makes you a little more antsy to try and get another one. Now you got to be careful of double moves, different things.
And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott. 20. Bryant has it. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They come up in an offset eye. To throw is Prescott. Flush to his right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So we've hit. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Second down now after the incompletion.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Come on, let's go! 38!
A second down throw for Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect better.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Play clock winding down. Prescott to throw on 4th. He's got time in the pocket. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
A first down throw for Prescott. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Fresh set of downs here.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there. As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you got better vision of it?
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Now Prescott on 4th down. He completes it to Bryant. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me. That's Brown. Touchdown, Carolina. Tim Brown from 3 yards out. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers defense, they make their way back out there now. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew, so they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out, gave a little momentum to their offense, and said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Detroit. Isaiah Crowell, 70 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here, he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Lions defense gearing up as they take the field. See if they can regroup a little bit. They gave up the touchdown last drive.
And you know from our meetings with coaches all across the league, one of their pet peeves, when teams get down, a lot of these guys now, they want to treat it like it's a video game or something. Hit reset. Let's start over, coach. Out of the first 2 series, they don't even matter now. Let's play again.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Desmond Bryant in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And they get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback.
Back now at Soldier Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Prescott now on 2nd down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, he's got Tim Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Perfect?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then it curls back inside for the completion.
Now Prescott escaping the pressure right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. One receiver left, 2 to the right.
Let's go! Brandon 38! Brandon 38!
2nd down, Prescott. Forced out to his left. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Hitting the home stretch here in a great game, a tie game. Let's see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back. They'll need to get the play off quickly. To throw is Prescott, and that's incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense, but in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job, way to knock it down.
His pass caught at the 4, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. That's Brown. Touchdown, Carolina. Tim Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead.
And there's the go-ahead touchdown, and so likely will kick an extra point. But to me, I'm looking forward. Special teams now with your kickoff, and then your defense, that's where the pressure shifts.
Yeah, because there's plenty of time left on that clock. Anytime you're over a minute in the NFL, there's a chance. Now Prescott out to his left. And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good, and that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the 4th. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. He's back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Isaiah Crowell, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Green 39. Green 39.
Now McCarron. He's got to have this one. And he locates Wheaton complete. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. You got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
He was looking for his tight end, Jacob Tamme, there. And now it's 2nd down. McCarron looks to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
Now McCarron. It's caught by Shorts. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. He's back to throw. And complete on the right side. It's Tamme. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity. Back
to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Back to throw, McCarron. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a two-point conversion.
Well, the play caller certainly can't enjoy that touchdown because he's got to dial up a two-point play that can tie things up.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this two-point conversion. McCarron going to try to throw for it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a two-point game. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A lot of scoring, there's no doubt about it.